So Bernie Sanders is starting to take some direct shots at Pete Buttigieg, aka Mayor Cheat, aka Mayor Rat, aka CIA Pete, aka Mayo Mayo Pete. Um, as he should, and he's highlighting that Mayor Pete has the most billionaire backers or donors of any Democratic candidate. Bernie has zero, refuses to take their money. And so this is from Common Dreams. Which side are you on? Asked Sanders. What side are you on? Sanders calls out Buttigieg for raking in billionaire donations. Do you think if you're collecting money from dozens of billionaires, you're going to stand up to the drug companies and you're going to throw their CEOs in jail if they're acting criminally? The answer to that is obviously a no. And so it's obviously, good that Bernie is highlighting that fact. People that are in the big pocket of corporations, super PACs, individual billionaires aren't going to advocate for the best interests of the working people. These very wealthy and powerful people aren't stupid. They realize that giving money to people like Pete Buttigieg or Joe Biden, that they're going to get some benefits from that in office. Bernie Sanders, unequivocal, he's not taking any of that money. He's bought and paid for by the working people, not by the billionaire oligarch class like Pete Buttigieg. So let's check out the video here and we'll discuss. Why is it so quiet? Well, the audio is so horrible, so we'll just read the quote. I like Pete Buttigieg, nice guy. But we are in a moment where billionaires control not only our economy but our political process, indeed, especially since Citizens United, said the Vermont senator. Do you think if you're collecting money from dozens of billionaires, you're going to stand up to the drug companies? You're going to throw their CEOs in jail if they're acting criminally? Again, the answer is no. So unless you're part of the wealthy billionaire oligarch owner class, then you really need to do everything you can to make sure Bernie Sanders is the Democratic nominee. All the other candidates, there's huge questions of whether they're actually going to advocate and be a strong champion of working people and policies that will benefit the working people of the United States. According to December Forbes analysis, Sanders cited Buttigieg had received donations from 40 billionaires and their spouses as of September 30th of last year. 13 of those billionaires gave exclusively to Buttigieg. Quote, by far the most of any Democrat running for president, Forbes found. Sanders' presidential campaign, by contrast, has relied mostly on small donations, averaging around $18. As Common Dreams reported Thursday, Sanders raised $25 million in January alone from over 1.3 donations, averaging $18.72. Using the hashtag Pete's Billionaire, Sanders tweeted the following the St. Anselm College event that, quote, this election is fundamentally about whose side you're on. Indeed, are you on the side of the working people? Are you on the side of billionaires? As it's clear I want to be on the side of Bernie Sanders, who's going to fight to make my life as a working person, as well as all working people across the United States, better by advocating for things like Medicare for all, so people aren't dying because they don't have health care, so they're not going bankrupt because they don't have health care. Free college, so people aren't shackled with tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt by wanting to pursue, a higher education, wanting to end the wars, reinstating tax on Wall Street, canceling all student loan debt, canceling medical debt, implementing a Green New Deal so we're actually able to survive on this planet. And Buttigieg is just more of a neoliberal centrist who will make these small tweaks around the edges that are okay to the wealthy oligarch class, but is not going to, fight vociferously for these really much needed changes in order to, so people don't die because they don't have health care, so they don't go bankrupt because of massive student loan debts, all these things. Members of Sanders' presidential campaign also chimed in. Warren Gunnels, Pete's Billionaires opposed Medicare for All. Pete's Billionaires oppose the Green New Deal. Pete's Billionaires don't want to cancel student loan debt. You can't be on the side of the billionaire class. Wait, you can be on the side of the billionaire class, or you can be on the side of the working class. But you can't be on the side of both, indeed. And Pete's clearly, chosen the billionaire class. And, just a couple years ago, he was advocating on Twitter, I do henceforth indubitably declare my support for Medicare for All, or some fucking stupid thing he said, but he was in support of Medicare for All then, obviously not now, and he's just using, total right-wing talking points. David Sirota, one of Bernie's speechwriters, the primary election is coming down to a choice between Not Me Us and Pete's Billionaires. What side are you on? Not Me Us for me, and just the whole fucking shit show that was the Iowa caucus, and how Buttigieg was able to parade around for a couple days saying that he was the winner, even though there was no evidence to support that, but he got the subsequent media coverage, and his numbers have went up in New Hampshire. So Bernie needs to keep hammering away at Buttigieg, point out how corrupt he was, and that he would just do the bidding of his billionaire donors, and he highlighted that pretty strongly in a couple of different responses in tonight's debate. So keep it up, Bernie. Not me, us. I'd much rather be on that side than Pete's Billionaires. What are your thoughts? Share them in the comment sections down below. Peace. Much love.